What's up, people of the internet and YouTube? It's the Hobby Collector, and I'm here to give you guys an unboxing slash review of Zombie Sabertooth by Marvel Select. So just like my watch review videos and a couple other videos I started on YouTube, this is my very first ever action figure video review on YouTube. I'm gonna touch on my history and my future with collecting action figures towards the end of the video, but for right now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video of what you guys clicked on the video for. So I went to my local hobbies and stuff store inside my local mall, and I always told myself that I was going to get back into collecting action figures, and the ones that I really like are the 7-inch and above scale. I don't really like the 6-inch action figures and stuff like that. Those don't really look that detailed to me. Like, for example, even though Marvel Select is kind of old, that's an old line. They don't really make no new figures anymore, but even their old figures, the detail, attention to detail just looks amazing. And the reason why I like the older figures, I like how the figures are modeled after the old cartoons and the old comic books. I don't like how, I don't like the new modeled figures and stuff with the new outfits and stuff like that. I like the older stuff. So that's the reason why I'm buying mostly Marvel Select, starting off with Marvel Select, because that's the ones I really like the most. I know a lot of people who prefer Marvel Legends for the most part over Marvel Select when it comes to some figures, but the attention to detail that Marvel Legends have, or Marvel Select have, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So while inside the store, I ran across this bad boy, Zombie Sabertooth, and this was the only one they had in stock. And they didn't really have that many other Marvel figures and stuff like that, because it's a lot of Star Wars stuff that everybody's advertising lately. But at first I got real excited when I first seen it, because I thought it was the Wolverine battle Sabertooth. So I really swooped this bad boy up as soon as I seen it, but then I read the side of it, it's a Zombie Sabertooth. So I kind of got bummed out, I kind of wanted to change my mind with picking it up. But then I did notice on the left side of the leg, if you look on the left side thigh, and then you look on his left side on his torso, there's 3 slices. It can't come from no zombie or nothing like that. It had to come from Wolverine. So it still is a Wolverine battle Sabertooth, but it's a zombie, version of it too. So, and that's what I love about these figures, the attention to detail, because when I start posing these inside different action stances and stuff like that with these high megapixel cameras, it's gonna bring out all that detail. So if you got a figurine that's highly detailed and every little tiny thing is paid attention to, it's gonna bring out the effect even more. So as far as articulation, this bad boy has 16 points of movement, including the mouth. A correction, actually, 17 points. I didn't count the head movement. So 17 points of movement. And that's what I like about bigger action figures as well, because most of the bigger action figures have like more movement than smaller ones. So yeah, I'm back into collecting action figures. I used to collect them as a kid. I had stopped collecting them and having them when I was a teen. I remember when I was in middle school, one thing that inspired me to really want to collect all the X-Men figurines and stuff like that is because when I was in middle school, I had a teacher that had them all. Like any character you can name from the X-Men, he had them all. He had the bigger ones too, like the 10-inch scale. But when I looked those up, they don't look as good as I remember them looking. I remember he had them, like, they look cool to me back in the days, but I don't know. But he had the 10-inch scale figurines, and he had them all. So the hobby collector will be getting back into collecting action figures. I think that's a real cool hobby to have. It keeps you kind of grounded, brings out your inner child. I got 2 more to do actually right after this video. So even like with RC cars, I'm thinking about getting back into that. I've been seeing a lot of people this summer driving RC cars, brushless RC, nitro RC. I know about all that stuff. So I ain't called the hobby collector for no reason, like, what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and steer back on course of the video. Don't mean to go off course, but I had to give you guys a little bit something different, given the fact that there's plenty of these videos on YouTube. So I had to really break it down, let you guys know, why I collect them for, and why I'm getting back into it. So let's go ahead and grade this bad boy. Movement, the different joints and ball bearings, not ball bearings, but ball joints, should I say. As far as the arm movement, especially the right arm, you don't get the full range of movement going up, up and down. And what I mean by that, like if you were to stick his hands out like in a T shape, like his arms out, he can't really form a T at all. Like, his arms can't go all the way up like that. Also, as far as the kick movement, he can't lift his leg all the way up inside a full kick. But other than those 2 limits, he's fully movable, posable inside any other movement. Any other movement got its full range. So movement, that gets a B. As for the design and art, as I stated before, I love the detail that they went into. So in that department, that gets an A+. And lastly, price. I got this for 35 bucks, almost 40 bucks at the store. No, I could have got it cheaper online, which I brought my other 2 from off of Amazon.com. So, you know, no more buying from the store, which I still will be buying some from the store, you know, but mostly I'll be picking them up online. The price, I say it was a fair price. I give it a B. So overall, this bad boy gets a solid A. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new, thumbs up if you're a regular, and it's been your boy, the Hobby Collector, and I'm out. Peace.